You're listening to a Rock Candy podcast.
Hey, I'm Andrew.
And I'm John.
Our show, Magnified Pod, is the only podcast that discusses culture, religion, politics, and deep dives into the discographies of the bands that shaped a generation of 90s youth group kids.
We share our thoughts on the Christian bookstore alternate universe scene we grew up in, our changing religious views, and the alternative music that formed us, going through albums track by track.
We've also interviewed band members, producers, filmmakers, and artists, and had fascinating, profound, and silly conversations along the way.
Check out Magnified Pod on the Rock Candy Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey everybody, it's Reese Roper, one of the hosts here at Joe and Reese's Pickle and Boot Shop, a diabolical brainwashing machine. This is my weekly disclaimer on what we're doing. This is Joe and I going through our top 20 favorite albums, which is a complete exercise in our own narcissism. I apologize for that. Also, last time we only made it through 11 of our top 20, and I said it was 14, right? Anyway, Joe hates disco, all of it. So I'm sorry for that. Not really. I also admit that I can't stay up late enough to watch Jimmy Kimmel. I'm kind of not sorry for that either. Anyway, this is the Pickle and Boot Shop. We hope you hate it.
Joe and Reese, Pickle and Boot Shop. Get yourself a pickle. Get yourself a boot. Joe and Reese, Pickle and Boot Shop. Pickle time is happening. Pickle time. I go down to get some pickles. With your grandma and your kids. I go downtown. With your grandma and your kids. Boot time. Pickle and boot time. Don't be fickle, get your pickle cider, pop a nickel in your boots. Not a place of ill repute. Bring your grandma and your kids. Come for the pickles, stay for the squids. Stay for the squids. Boots. Put that pickle in your pants. Get some booze inside your hands. Put that pickle in your pants. Get some booze inside your hands. 1996, we start this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 28. You've heard, again, another good 13 minutes of the technical difficulties that we go through to put on this amazing professional show for you guys. I saw today on Facebook a friend of yours. She's a Facebook friend of mine. I've never talked to her. I don't know who she is. I believe her name is Bethany.
Oh, good.
She does a podcast that you were on, I think.
Called The Healing Collective.
Yep. The Squealing Collective. She put on a Facebook post saying that she needed someone to help her with editing and microphones and making her show sound professional. And I thought, you know what? I should not give her any tips because we are not good at this.
Yeah.
So I just did not respond to her. It seemed like other people were taking care of her.
Good deal. That's great.
Yeah. So that was that. And for this freebie portion, again, let's jump right into it. We have our top 8 albums.
Oh, we're doing this.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
we're on 8.
Okay.
So do you want to go with your 8?
Sure. I don't know how
do you want to review real quick?
Yeah, kind of. I can't remember anything right now. I have what the kids call COVID fog.
Yeah, no, I got it too. It's called Long COVID. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I have. It's called long COVID or Don Quixote is the other thing. Don Q. I have had some Don Q.
And the Q stands for COVID.
COVID. Don's COVID.
Yeah, Donnie boy. It's half STD, half COVID.
Oh, Donnie boy.
The pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. So,
That's true.
just a quick review to people who care. My top 20 album of all time, Eminem, the Eminem Show. Number 19, Nirvana's Nevermind. 18, Park Kings, 23 Skidoo. 17, Face to Face, Big Choice. 16, Brave Saint Saturn, The Light of Things Hoped For. 15, Bouncing Souls, How I Spent My Summer Vacation. 14, Slapstick, The Green Album. 13, Less Than Jake, Hello Rockview. 11, Beastie Boys, License to Ill. 12, Rancid, Out Come the Wolves. No. Was it Out Come the Wolves did I have on there?
Did
I think
you put
I
it on
changed
there?
that.
I think
No,
you
I
did too,
didn't.
because you said you didn't like that album because I had it on mine, and you said it's after like 12 songs, they all sound the same, which
Yeah,
kind of
what
is
did
true.
what did I change it to? This is apparently this was before I made that change. So whatever I had
COVID.
Yeah. So whatever I had at 11, that was that. 10, Cypress Hill, Black Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And my last one at number 9 was NoFX, Punk in Drublic.
Really nice, Joe.
Yeah. So bring us up to speed on yours.
Almost all of yours I agree with are amazing albums. Almost, except for Kid Rock. And you know
Yeah,
what? To be fair, I have not listened to that album. I've only heard his singles and seen his face.
The Devil Without a Cause.
Yeah, and I'm just judging it on his
a
public
good album.
persona and the songs I've heard. So maybe it's amazing. I'll give it a chance. So
I do have to say, I told you this, I got off the microphone that night. I got off our call.
Yeah.
I went to take a shower. I put on the ABBA song album, Vous couchez à la toi.
Voulez-vous. And you were done.
Voulez-vous.
Well, 3 notes into it.
Reese, I could not take it, buddy. I, honest to God, thought I was being punked.
My gosh.
I hit play, and I was
Joe.
like, man, I don't want to diss you for what you love and
No,
what you like.
you
and
just
stuff.
hate disco, and that's okay because I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I could not do it. There's certain bands that I have always stuck to my guns and said, if you were a disco band, you're garbage. I don't want to hear you. And I listened to a little like Casey and the Sunshine Band. I listened to like some other ones that like you had mentioned, not necessarily on your list, but mentioned as far as like disco bands.
Yeah.
And I start to listen to them and I'm like, okay, if one person said this is disco, I could see it being disco. If one person said this is funk, I could listen to it with the appreciation of funk.
Yeah.
And like Parliament, you know. And I could do that. I think I've grown out of that where I would diss Casey and the Sunshine Band or some of those other bands that are almost more funk and got you know, loaded into, what am I saying? Like lopped into the disco bin.
Yeah.
But dude, I put on that ABBA. I turned the shower on. I turned on ABBA.
Yeah.
I got into the shower. I got like a leg in. The water started running down my right shoulder. Started touching my hip. Those droplets were tickling my butt cheek. I couldn't step all the way in. I had to step back out with a dry hand. I had to stop it. Yeah, I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah, man. I don't mind disco. Like, there's some bad disco, like where it just becomes
All of it.
too much. No, I like
Yeah.
even like I'll throw in when I'm writing stuff like a disco beat for the chorus, like with that open hi hat where it's on the upbeat. I love it. So there's a lot of bad disco, but like I think the Bee Gees are one of the most gifted bands in rock history. I think ABBA.
Bee Gees I didn't listen to.
Ugh,
They may
so
fall.
good.
They may fall into that funk or whatever. I don't know. I didn't listen to them. But ABBA, dude, I could not do it. It sounded like I was watching the beginning of a Barbie movie.
Well,
I could not do it.
It's mostly pop, but they did. I mean, it was the times. Disco in the late 70s was the thing, and so they leaned heavy on it. But
Yeah, I don't know if it's. There's probably a lot of like onion peeling, like
Yeah.
away the layers in my head when it comes to disco because I just don't like the sound of the music. I don't like the voices. I don't like the music. I don't like the voices that sing. And then I think that whole culture, like we talked about it, where I hated Grateful Dead because
Yeah.
of the fans. And then when I've heard the Grateful Dead sans the fans, I loved the Grateful Dead.
okay,
So with disco, I hate that 70s white, businessy, Wall Streety,
hot ladies,
cocaine. No, I don't
Wearing
think they're hot ladies.
skin tight lycra outfits. I hate that. Hate it.
I can't
Why
stand
can't
like
they
looking
gird
back.
their loins? Hate
Like
it.
looking back on those in like movies and stuff like that, I don't like the hairdos. I don't like any of that. That just rubs me wrong. When I think
it rubs
when
me
I
right.
think disco, I think white privilege.
Sure.
That
Rubs
is
me
white
right
privilege
there.
at its best.
What about Donna Summer? Is it Donna
I don't
Summers
know.
or Donna Summer?
Does she sing I Can Survive?
Yeah, and she's a lady of color.
Well,
That's not white privilege.
she
That's-
well, I mean, just because you're a black artist in a discoteca,
Yeah.
in a biblioteca, singing for a bunch of white people. I mean, it's not a knock against her. She's getting paid, but I think the scene. You know what I mean?
I love that we can talk about this because we automatically got street cred because we're ska musicians.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
whatever, dude. We defeated racism.
When you're sitting
Ska,
on top of the mountain,
checkers.
you can look down your nose at everyone.
Right. Whatever, dude. Racism
All
was
right.
defeated by ska.
Right.
So my
So give us your top 20.
20. What I have covered is number 20, "Rockin' in a Bomb" by Michael Knott. 19, "Morning Like This" by Sandra Patty. I'm sorry for not going into the vernacular with their names. Mike Knott and Sandy Patty. "To Hell with the Devil" by Striper, which I listened to again, and
Yeah.
holy crap do I sound by it. You need to listen to the podcast, the Krista Makes a podcast, where he interviews Michael Sweet talking about the song "To Hell with the Devil." Incredible.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. It's so cool.
To makes.
So cool, dude. "Hot Fuss," number 17 by The Killers. Number
Yes.
16, "Rockin' the Suburbs" by Benjamin Folds. 15.
I started listening to that. That was good.
Really?
That was good. Yeah. I put that on during another shower.
Did you get to the last song?
No. I think I got 3 or 4 songs in. Like showering, shaving, getting out, getting dressed, drying off.
This song, "The Luckiest," the last song, I've never ever heard a better love song. Like
Okay.
ever.
All right, The Luckiest.
Number 15, "Reading, Writing, and Arithmetic" by The Sundays. Number 14, "This Means War" by Petra. Number 13, your favorite, "Voulez-Vous" by ABBA. I'm not going to say ABBA because that's what Jesus calls the Lord.
Okay.
The Lord, our Creator, Yahweh. It's ABBA, as if you were born in Michigan, Joe. Come on.
ABBA.
Number 12, "Balance of Power" by Electric Light Orchestra. 11, "Bleed American" by Jimmy Eat World, or James Eat World if you're doing the same thing I'm doing with all the other song titles.
James Masticating the Planet.
By James Masticating the Planet. Number 10, "A Night at the Opera" by Queen. And number 9, "And Out Come the Wolves" by Rancid.
All right, let's hit us with your number 8, ladies and gentlemen. You freeloaders and patronizers.
Number 8.
All of us together are pickle peeps. You get to hear Reese's number 8.
This is my only rap album that I put on there. I agree with you. The Beastie Boys' License to Ill is a perfect album. It just doesn't do it for me like this one.
Okay.
Raising Hell by Run DMC.
Fantastic.
It came out when I was in 8th grade, and one of the first tapes I ever had. Also, the first tape of mine that my youth pastor's wife destroyed. But holy crap, man. It's so good, and it so holds up. Like, it's so good. Those guys were so good. I have, like my fanboy thing where I like freeze up when I meet my heroes.
Yeah.
I met the Reverend Run, and it was like thrust upon me, and so it was cool.
Ooh.
I was getting a tattoo at a comic convention. This guy that did he did some work on me, and he was like, "Come on up." We actually met this guy like backstage at a show in Tulsa. He was like, "Hey, my favorite band's playing tonight. I wish I could see him." Brad was like seeing his Facebook stuff. He's like, "This guy gives good tattoos." So we were like, "Come backstage, give us some tattoos, man." So he did. He's a really cool dude. And then he was like tattooing up in like Atlantic City at this comic convention. He's like, "Come on up, I'll give you some more tattoos." So I went, and then he's giving me a tattoo, and then he's like, "Hey, real quick, we got to go do something." And he like threw some saran wrap around my arm, and we run out, and then all of a sudden it's like he and I and Run, and we're making metal signs and taking pictures. He was like, "You got to meet this guy." And I was like, thanks. So just like, sorry about Jam Master Jay.
Right.
I was like, don't say anything. He was just like, "Let's do a rock sign." Yeah. We did like a metal sign, and my arms all bleeding. It was great. So
That Run DMC album is fantastic. It was definitely one of the ones that you probably would have been 21 if I had this, on my list. Such a good album.
So I had another rap album that almost made it, which is Run the Jewels 3, RTJ 3. Have you ever listened to Run the Jewels?
No.
Definitely, I recommend listening to RTJ 3. It just
RTJ 3.
It doesn't have the nostalgia yet for me. It's so good.
Yeah.
But this album, so much. So I want to be able to rap, and it's because of this. It affected me so heavily in 8th grade. I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, there's a lot of bands like that in the rap genre. Like, I used to love the band. You remember the group Foo Schnickens?
Yeah.
I loved Foo Schnickens. I loved Onyx. Those guys were great. East Coast. Trying to think who else. I loved House of Pain.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, House of Pain was phenomenal. House of
good.
Pain filled that void. Like, the Beastie Boys hadn't put anything out in a long time. And then House of Pain came out, and I remember in high school everyone was a House of Pain fan, and then all of a sudden one day drops Check Your Head, Beastie Boys, and that album came out, and then it was like, House of Pain who? And everybody was back on that Beasties. And then Beasties just started putting out stuff regularly again.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was a good album.
All right. My
So
number
that's my
8.
9.
Good.
10. 8.
No,
What are
8.
we on? 8. Thank
We're
you.
on 8. Yep. So my 8 is Let's Face It by the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Oh, Joe.
Loved that album from beginning to end. Don't Know How to Party, I think, resonated more with me because it turned me on to ska. But let's face it, every single song is freaking phenomenal.
Yeah.
The impression that I get, fantastic. Tons of just fantastic lyrics and music on that. And we say this on this Tuesday, and what happened this weekend or last Friday? The mighty, mighty Boss Tones called it quits.
Oh, dude.
They put
yes. What?
Yeah, they put
heck?
out the official release that they are no longer doing anything. They are done as a band, which you got to think. I mean, it's time. Somebody
it's
text.
not. I can tell you, as somebody that's done that, just take a break, take a couple years off.
I think they've done that though, because Joe Gittleman, the bass fiddleman, like he's a teacher in like upstate New York or like Vermont or something like that. So he's got like a teaching career. I think Johnny Vegas is like a substitute teacher or something like that. You know, Dickie is the dude for Kimmel. Like he works at Kimmel.
He does?
Yeah, Jimmy Dickie Barrett's the guy who's like, tonight on the Jimmy Kimmel show. You know, Tom Cruise and special guest, musical guest.
Dickie does that?
Yeah, he's done it since day one.
Oh, my Lord.
He's the
like
band
the announcer?
leader.
No,
Yeah,
are you kidding?
No, he's the band leader and the announcer for Jimmy Kimmel.
I've seen, this is my problem. I've seen Jimmy Kimmel like 3 times, and then the rest is just clips.
Yeah. So at the beginning,
I
whenever
can't
it
stay
starts,
up that late.
that's Dickie's voice.
Yeah, I can't stay up that late. I got
Stuff
I
to do.
gotta get up early and get my ass kicked by kids.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, I gotta tell you this. We just got fitted for riot gear, like full riot gear, like the thing that goes. There's like the whole thing that goes up your legs, and then there's like thigh protectors, and then there's a thing that goes around and protects your balls. And then a chest thing and arm things, and they were like, you put on a helmet, try this helmet on, and I was like, I don't want to mess up my hair, but they made me.
Yeah, no, at the roofing company we have all that stuff too.
You would assume at the roofing company you sign up for that. Like that's like a you're like, oh hell yeah, we got to try on the riot gear today.
Yeah.
Where I am. I'm like, I hope I get to help somebody have life or like heal people, and they're like, no, come over here and try on this riot gear. So,
they're like, that's so 90s thinking.
You can get weapons away from kids.
Right. No, what's funny is at the roofing company, we have an old riot gear helmet.
Yeah.
That if at some point in your workday you are concussed and you are put out of commission, your name gets put on the riot gear helmet, and it hangs in the the roll call room with everyone's names on it that have had a concussion.
Is it a badge of honor? Or are the other roofers just like, look at this pussy?
A little bit of both. Okay. There's also a hubcap. There's also a hubcap that if you get in a car accident, you get the hubcap until the next person gets in a car accident. So I was on my way to a roofing call, and a girl smoked a red light and T-boned me. My car went spinning, her car went flying, and I had to climb out because the door was caved in. So I had to climb out the window on the passenger side of my car. And when I got hit, my hubcap kept rolling down the street. And so another police officer saw that my hubcap was down the street and took it. And so he gave it to me. Was like, hey, we got this for you. And you take one of those label making things and you put your initials and then the date of your accident, and then you hold on to the hubcap it goes in your locker until the next person. So then, like, the next person is like investigating.
You started it. It's the Joe
like a
Yerke
traffic
Memorial Roofing
Yeah,
hubcap.
yeah. Somebody's investigating like a traffic accident while they're roofing, and then somebody's like texting on their phone, not paying attention. All of a sudden, they look up and there's a roofing, truck in front of them, and they smash into it. Then they get the hubcap. So the hubcap just keeps getting passed around.
Have you had it more than once?
No, I've only had it once.
That's good.
I don't
However,
know
you are the
anybody who's had it
originator.
twice. Yeah, I don't know anyone who's
amazing.
had it twice.
It's amazing they put hubcaps on those roofing vehicles
Yeah.
instead of
It
just
is weird.
rims.
Yeah. It's kind of like a rim cap thing. It's not
Okay.
It's not like an ornate hubcap, but it's definitely like this piece of metal that's about as big as like a paper plate.
Okay. It's amazing.
Yeah, and it used to say Crown Vic on
Oh
it.
my
Crown
gosh.
Victoria. All right, what is your number 7?
Number 7 for me. This is not. I'm done with things that I'm embarrassed about. The Blue
Good.
Album by Weezer.
Oh, phenomenal. That I was trying to figure out where to put that on my list, and it didn't make it.
Wow.
Yeah, that is a great album from beginning to end.
Yeah, I just like. I mean, the song "My Name Is Jonas." It's the oldest chords in rock and roll. It's so easy to just write it off and be like, this is dumb. It's
Yeah.
made up words. Like, it's just placeholder lyrics that they kept. Like Rivers just was like, I don't know what to sing. They kept it. It sounds like it has the deepest meaning. It's so emotional, and I love it. And I love that it's in 6/8 time. Like, it just... It something about it is like spiritually significant. It does something to my soul. And the part where it goes, so in Five Iron, we had this tradition where you'd come back from tour and you'd be super homesick. And, you'd be out for like 3 months and you'd not see your family. You've not seen any of your friends. You're coming home. You've been thinking about this since you left, and especially some of the later tours where you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Right.
We'd be coming back, and this was our tradition. As soon as you saw the skyline of Denver, it went on. Whoever was driving had it queued up. We always did this. So for like 8 or 9 years, like, you'd see the skyline because, you've done this. You drive to Colorado from Kansas. We're always coming back from the east, so it was like you'd hit it. You'd hit Colorado and you'd be like, where are the mountains? But we did it a million times, so you'd be like, I know. You got to wait till you're like 30 miles out, and then all of a sudden the mountains appear and you see the skyline of Denver. And as soon as that happened, whoever was driving queued it up, and My Name Is Jonas would go in, and we'd all sing along. And the part where it was like on the bridge, the workers are going home, we would just be screaming. It was so cathartic. Like, just such like an amazing thing. So, like, this album, before that, I thought was one of my favorite albums ever. But like, because of that, it holds such a nostalgic place for me.
Does that play into Daylight from Brave Saint Saturn when you're screaming home?
Maybe.
Is that a bit of an homage to Hello,
To
My Name Is
Weezer.
Jonas?
It's probably definitely
capsule
inspired
crew,
by it.
This capsule crew is coming home, and they're seeing Earth, they're seeing the daylight, the sun come out from behind, and they're screaming that. That seems like it's seems like I got you there, buddy.
Maybe. So
All right.
The rest of the album, though, I want to say is phenomenal. Like the stuff that got radio play, like the Sweater Song. The Sweater Song was like the first Weezer song I heard. It's brilliant. It's so good.
Yeah.
And like In the Garage, it's heartbreaking. Like you're like, this song's rad. I understand this reference. Oh, this is cool. He's talking about Nightcrawler. Fuck. This is about child abuse. Like, it's so heavy. It's so cool.
I don't think I ever noticed that.
It's like about his stepfather abusing him and drinking.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. And I had that. Like, my stepfather tried to strangle me when I was in high school.
He was like,
Same
stop
thing.
listening to ABBA.
I'd go in the garage with Keith and we tried to have a band. It was like, I love this album. It's so nostalgic and it just hit me on all my nerves. This song, Only in Dreams, that it ends on, is the most like longing, beautiful, like just wishful song. I relate to it so much. It was just like imagining this girl talking to you or dancing with you, or this beautiful girl just paying attention to you. It's so beautiful. So I love the Blue Album. And that's why.
I remember when that came out that summer. I think it was 95 it came out. Mm-hmm. I think 95, maybe 94. And I remember I would come home, whether it was from work or school, I forget which, and I would go up in my room and just lay on my floor, because like at that age, being like 17 or 18 years old, just going to school took all your energy out of you.
Yeah.
And I would lay down on my floor and take like a nap while that whole album played. And I would just fall asleep and take a nap, and then like the album would end, and an hour later I'd like wake up and be ready for like my night or whatever the case may be. But that was one of the albums that I would listen to, and I loved it. Oh, I remember. Instead of My Out Come the Wolves, that's what it was. It was the If I Should Fall from the Grace of God by Pogues.
You did. That's true.
That was the other album that I would lay on the floor and listen to. It was the Blue Album, and it was If I Should Fall from Grace.
I'm glad we each picked one, because those are good.
Yeah. Let's see. My number 7 is kind of weird because for most purists, it goes against what they think. But for me, Metallica, the Black Album, I thought that was my first introduction, because we weren't allowed to listen to like heavy metal in our house. Like, one sec. What? I thought my sister was calling me. We weren't allowed to listen to like metal in the house, but my sister would like borrow tapes from her friends and then like bring the tapes home. And so I remember Metallica, the Black Album. I don't know which one came out first, whether it was Metallica, the Black Album, or if it was Poison, Open Up and Say Ah.
Yeah.
All I know is my sister got her hands on two of those on those two tapes. And so I would like listen to them like in my room or whatever. And that was like the first time I had heard like metal. So I know it's not Master of Puppets or Ride the Lightning and Justice for All. I know that.
Yeah.
But being that age, 12, 13 years old, and the Metallica Black Album and like the power that was behind it. So I had, I had just grown up listening to, like, I love Huey Lewis. So Huey Lewis and the News, or Survivor, or, Garth Brooks. And then all of a sudden you pop that in, and that Metallica Black Album was heavy. There was power behind it. The guys who were singing it weren't these poppy, trying to sing for junior high girls. It was different. And so, like, every song on that I loved, and I just loved listening through that whole album. I still love listening. I just worked out well, it was probably a couple of weeks ago now, but worked out to just that whole album just playing in the weight room. So that one means a lot to me, playing from beginning to end. Just good music. It was something that was new to me. Yeah, I just like the Black Album, Metallica.
Okay, I get that. I just, like, I think if that was my first experience with Metallica, I'm with you. I'd put on one of my honorable mentions, like one that I couldn't get in when I was going to do like a 10-way tie for number 20. It was Master of Puppets.
Yeah.
Like Master of Puppets is that for me, and that was my introduction to Metallica. And like, there's not a bad song on it. Have you listened to Hardwired to Self-Destruct?
No.
Their new, it's I think their newest album.
Okay.
Please listen to it.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's so good. Like they did like 3 albums where they were like after the Black Album, where they were just like taking cues from grunge and then like trying to make like it into the 90s pop world, and then like try to compete with new metal. And then this album is just like, hey, let's just do what we're famous for. It's so good.
Oh,
One of
really?
their best. Yeah. So good.
Okay. What's your number 6?
Number 6 for me, you've already covered. It's Punk and Drublic by NoFX, which is nostalgia-wise, it was why I wanted to be in a ska band. It's like I heard this and then I went crazy about NoFX. And NoFX like dabbles in ska. I don't think they do anymore, but they did, and it was like the amount of ska I wanted. Like I wanted punk ska, and they do it. But Punk and Drublic, like we had talked about this last week. It is, man. If they let go of this chip of trying to be like more punk than they are, like just accepted that people like them because this album is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And like it's phenomenal. It's so well mixed. It's so well produced. The playing in it, I know that they had they had the ability to overdub stuff and pitch correct stuff. Probably they did because it's their best sounding stuff. Like I'm sure there was some pitch correction on the vocals.
Sure.
But it's unbelievable. It's so good. Lyrically, everything. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I said most of my stuff last week, so I don't want to keep going, but one thing that I didn't mention last week when we talked about it, I think the thing that drives me nuts about NoFX nowadays is how the punk that they were in the 80s and 90s, 2000s isn't punk enough anymore. And I think they've gone to like where they could make fun of people, and now they're afraid, being as old as they are and cancel culture, that they can't make fun of things anymore, and they can't do what they did. And the punk that they were isn't anything really rebellious anymore. So I think Fat Mike, to stay relevant, had to reinvent himself. And now he's this cross-dressing, he's this cross-dressing dude who like drinks pee on stage. And like the rest of the band is just like, okay, whatever. Like they still do their thing. But like Fat Mike, he pushed the boundaries of punk. He pushed the boundaries of pop punk. And now it's almost like in the punk universe, my opinion is it's been pushed as far as it could go. And now when you start to, if you think about being a punk in 2022, you can't do it anymore, because everything that you would be calling out are the same things that people are like fighting for. It's almost like being woke. Like a lot of
Yeah.
those same things, you couldn't, you can't make fun of somebody for I can't even think off the top of my head, but all those things that like punks used to fight for, and hey, I want to be my own person. Like you can't tell me to stick your vaccine up your butt. Like I'm not taking a vaccine, but now the punks are the ones that are like, hey, everyone should be vaccinated, So it's kind of weird. Like it's this dynamic that's kind of come full circle where the hardcore punks aren't really punk anymore. They're kind of going, in my view, they're kind of going with the mainstream of like, you got to be woke. And there's nobody to call anybody out anymore. And if you do, then you're racist, then you're transphobic, then you're whatever the label is that week. So I think he's gotten away from that to where he's like, I'm just going to put it on myself. So instead of calling other people out, I'm just going to be the freakiest nut job that I can be.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he does that stuff for shock value, but I think
Totally.
he's not like Guar. Like that's all shock value. It's just like, oh, here's a vagina spraying blood on the crowd.
Right.
Right. But like I think he draws delight from that, but on the other hand, he's a millionaire.
Right.
He also owns the record company that he's on, so I think there's some calculation in it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I feel like when they made Punk and Drublic, they were young. Like they were still kind of young and hungry, and I recommend reading the book The Hepatitis Bathtub and Other Stories, which is the
Yeah, it's
book they
phenomenal.
wrote. Yeah, because
phenomenal.
it's mind blowing. I had forgotten this. Like I knew a little bit about this, like when they talked about suicidal tendencies, like on the news, like on MTV News, that they were getting banned in LA County. It was because to be punk at that time, like in California, was basically like signing on to a gang. Like you had to pick like what side you were on, and a lot of people had to be in gangs like to survive. So you would get beat up for being punk or for being a skateboarder. Definitely made fun of. Probably your family would treat you like crap or disown you, but like you could also die. You could get beat up at the wrong place, and punk has changed so much. Like I think in the 90s it became popular after Dookie came out, to dress
Blink.
punk and
Yeah.
be punk and to go to Hot Topic and get your punk accessories, and those guys that like kind of threw themselves on the barbed wire for punk rock, they were just like, this is not cool. Like I saw somebody get murdered in a dumpster behind the DRI show, and this is not cool. So there was a lot like in the 90s of just like kind of wanting to check people's papers, how punk you were, or it happened in ska. Like even though the third wave of ska was just kind of about being goofy and like all the nerdy band kids finally had a place to go, there was a lot of paper checking, like a lot of trying to figure out if you were legit, like if you were sellouts, like what label you were going to. If you went to a major, you got made fun of, or people would talk crap about you. And we, like nowadays it's just like I don't think the kids have that. They don't have this, like we're against bullying as a culture, so we don't do that. And they don't understand that, like, bands, these punk bands are just punk music. To listen to it, people died for that. Like there was a lot of people that got beat up for wearing the wrong patch on their jacket, or just for like having a mohawk or dressing weird, and skateboarding. And I don't know where I was going with this, but anyway, Punk and Drublic by NoFX.
Boom.
It's their best album. And
Yes.
it's really good. It's probably my favorite pop punk album.
It is fantastic. My number
It's my
6.
favorite punk album.
Okay. My number 6 is I'm going with a soundtrack, a movie soundtrack. I think every song is fantastic. It's a great driving album, just all around good, and that is The Greatest Showman.
Oh, Joe, that's also on my list of almost made it.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Greatest
Good
Showman.
choice, Joe. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, buddy. Yes, I love it. I don't have a whole lot to say. My kids and I, they in the summer one day they were like, "Hey, can we go see a movie?" Yeah, sure. I'm like, "What do you want to see?" They're like, "Greatest Showman." I'm like, "What is it?" I didn't know anything about it. Sat down, watched it. Music is fantastic. You know, actors, whatever. It is great. Plus, I love Zac Efron. I love adult Zac Efron. Younger
Yeah,
Zac Efron, I'm
agreed.
not a fan of. But him in that movie, Zendaya, I think I said her name right. She's fantastic. Like, everybody in that is just great. The colors are great. But the music, I mean, I don't know who wrote the music to it. I didn't look that up. But every song, if I had one of those songs on an album, that would be the hit on that album. And they have all those songs on an album.
Joe, I erase all the crap I just talked about Kid Rock. All my doubt in you. This is you just knocked it out of the park with this choice. I agree. Have you seen the YouTube videos? I don't know their YouTube video. It's on YouTube, but it's like there's one, it's them like kind of workshopping the songs. So it's the lady that played the bearded lady.
Okay.
Oh my God, you got to see it. It's them workshopping. Like I'm gonna email it to you, and we can post it on the discussion board. But like, it's her workshopping through this song. So they put a couple of these clips up where they were just like, "Hey, let's see if these actors will work. Let's try these songs out." So it's all kind of all the cast there that they're trying out singing through the stuff, like a read through. So she goes, and you can just see Hugh Jackman like losing his shit, just about to bawl. It's so powerful. It's so cool because she is that person. She's like, I'm not anybody. I don't deserve to be in this room. And then she just sings it. It's so beautiful. So then they had to do another song, and Hugh Jackman is not supposed to sing because he had a skin cancer removed from his nose, and he's like got a suture, and he's like, the doctor told me one thing I can't do is sing. So he's just kind of standing there, and the other guy, like, there's some other guy filling in for him because they've picked Hugh to be in this, and he can't take it. Like, he can't stand just the emotion of it gets to him, and he just starts singing. And it's, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's so
I'll
cool.
check it out.
I love you for picking this, Joe.
Thanks,
Good
buddy.
job.
Thank you. What's your number 5?
Number 5 for me. This one may be, I told you I was done with all my embarrassing choices. I'm not going to be embarrassed about this. It's Michael W. Smith, The Big Picture.
Oh, heck
Came
yeah.
out in 1986. There's not a bad song on it, but like, man, it did so much to form me as a musician, and like it came out when I was like a very early Christian and in junior high. I think I was in 8th grade. It's so good. Every time I listen to it, like even if I listen to it now, I'm just like, geez, these songs are good. Michael W. Smith, you can make fun of his voice, but he is a phenomenal songwriter.
I don't think you
He's
can
so
make fun
good.
of his voice. I think Michael W. Smith
People
has a
do.
fantastic voice. It's like that little bit of raspy.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, I think it's good.
I like his voice. I agree.
I like it. Yeah.
It's his best album. It's like one of my, it's number 5. I love it so much.
I don't know if it's on that album, but my favorite by him is like I Need Your Help to Help Me Find My Place in This World.
I think that's the album that came out after this. Is it Go West?
Yeah. I think it has the real powerful like one about Jesus, young man up on a hillside. Yeah.
Yes. That is my second favorite Michael W. Smith album. But
Yeah, that's
this
a good
one,
one.
this one's my favorite.
I don't think I've heard that one, so I got to give that one a.
All right, The Big Picture by Michael W. Smith. What's your number 5?
My number 5 is Dookie by Green Day.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I had already heard at this point. I had already heard Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. I was down this rabbit hole, and my senior year, junior year, heading into senior year, I was now listening to everything different than all my friends were. My friends were listening to like rap or whatever the case may be, or grunge, and I was ready for something different. Dookie came out, and I loved it, and so I bought the tape. No, I bought the CD, and I bought the CD the afternoon my family was going camping. So we were leaving to go camping, and I put that CD in my Discman, and I listened to that. We always went camping in Canada, and it's about hour 20 minutes away. The campground. I listened to it the whole way there. I listened to it the whole time we were there, like whenever I could. I popped my headphones on, listened to it over and over, made sure I knew every word, and then listened to it the whole ride back. And then it was always playing. I loved that album. And then I ended up going. A friend of mine bought tickets, couldn't use them, couldn't go, so I bought the tickets off him to see Green Day on the Dookie tour, and they played with Pansy Division, and so I got to see Green Day live, and that was the first show, like the first concert that I ever went to, like without my parents, and it was fantastic. Had a great time. Love that album. Love everything about it. Still listen to it nonstop today. It's on my playlists, all that stuff.
It made my list of perfect albums that I couldn't place on this list. So I agree with you. It is a perfect album from start to finish. I think for me, I just I listened to it too much.
Yeah, kind of
It was
burned
that
out.
good. Well, if I go back, I'm just like, I'm still sick of this. If I listen to it, like when I come around, I'm just like, I listened to this for like 2 straight years.
Yeah.
So, agreed. It's amazing.
Yeah, love that album. What's your number 4?
Number 4 for me, Lead Me On by Amy Grant.
Okay.
Okay. You're like, well, I don't think so. It's so her husband, Gary Chapman, wrote he co-wrote most of this album, and I think she divorced him soon after this. Like she went pop after this. Like she switched over from Sparrow to some major like A&M, and then had mainstream success. She did a duet with Peter Cetera, and then switched and did like the whole Baby Baby album and got huge, and then divorced Gary Chapman. However, and here the story is like, the legend is that it's because he was super addicted to drugs. Like he was on cocaine and I think heroin. I'm making this up. I'm not positive, but there is like the legend is he was just like on something all the time. Epic songwriter. Like The songs he wrote for this are incredible, and it's just like it's so different from any of the other Amy Grant albums. Like it's all very kind of folksy, very like acoustic instrument type.
Okay.
Her one before this, Unguarded, which also almost made my top 20. It is a perfect album. It's very poppy and kind of dancey, and this was like a straight, like a left turn from that. And I think people were not into it. But lyrically, this album is just heart-wrenching and brilliant. And musically, it's all just acoustic instruments, and I don't know, man. It's nostalgic for me, but I can't. I think lyrically, like it still just grabs me if I listen to it. There's a song called "If These Walls Could Speak," and it's just about like leaving an old house and all the people and all the memories you have in it. I cry every time I hear it.
Yeah.
It's a good album. So that's my number
Amy
4.
Grant, number 4.
Lead me on.
All right. My number 4, I was late to this party. This is another band that I only knew of through their fans. And so because of their fans that I would see walking around in the 2000s, I couldn't stand this band just by name only. And about a year ago, sitting in the basement, and I did the whole like, hey, Alexa, play pop punk. And this band came on, and I was like, what who is this? Like, this is phenomenal. And, Alexa, who is this? And her voice said, My Chemical Romance and the Black Parade.
Yeah.
And so I started listening. So I'm like, what in the world? So I started listening to, more My Chemical Romance, trying to take in as much as I can, digest who this new sound is that I was 20 years late to the party. And that the Black Parade album is absolutely amazing from beginning to end. And I will even go so far as to say my favorite all-time song is The Black Parade off of that album.
Wow, Joe.
Yeah. I think Welcome to the Black Parade, I think that song, the way it starts, just him and piano, and then it builds, the story it tells, you could turn his vocals off, and I think the music would still tell the same story, from starting with piano, getting a little bit heavier, getting a little bit louder, building up the crescendos, all of that till the end where it's just going nuts. I think that song is brilliant. And the cool thing about it is it's simplistic brilliant. It's not all these bells and whistles, all these different chords, all this going to all this other stuff. It's still basically a 3-chord song. And
wow.
And I think it's absolutely amazing. I think what's the lead singer, Gerard? I think what I think My Chemical Romance brought to music was you have this guy who needed to be on Broadway, but he was in a rock band.
Yeah.
And so their lead singer, what's his name? Gerard
Butler.
Yes. No, what's his name? He wrote Umbrella Academy.
Did he really?
Yeah. That's his comic. Gerard Way. So here's this guy, and again, I've said this is one of my top 4 greatest album. I think Welcome to the Black Parade is the greatest song ever written, and I will even go so far as to say he's the best front man to ever front a band. He He was a guy who should have been on Broadway. He does all the Broadway stuff. He's flamboyant. All that. He's not afraid to move around on stage. He's above Mick Jagger. He's above who else is another great frontman that Roger Daltrey from The Who. Like I think he's above all those guys. And so My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade is my number 4.
Okay, I'm going to listen to it. The only one I've listened to is the one before that, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge.
Yeah.
Which I own. I just never, I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. Like, I didn't get why people talk shit about him all the time. Jealousy, you know?
I think it deals with the fans. I think that's when, like, the emo-y gothic kids, and, you know, you're seeing, like, boys and girls with, like, black eye makeup, black lipstick, black fingernails. They were the Hot Topic kids.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I wanted nothing. Skinny jeans. Like, skinny jeans basically came around. Like, My Chemical Romance, those guys were all wearing, like, girls' black jeans, you know?
Yeah.
And I think people were like, the heck with these guys.
All right, I'm going to check it out.
All right.
I believe in you, Joe.
You're number 3. Ladies and gents, we are to our top 3.
When I got to this, when I started looking, I was like, are you sure about this? Like, just the last 10 minutes while we've been talking, I'm like, did you pick this for real?
What'd you pick? You're number 3.
So, my dad had, like, this best of album from this band, and we listened to it until the tape, I think, broke. I couldn't find which version of it, so I picked this one. I think it is the same, but I'm not positive. It's the best of this band that came out in the 80s. It's Moving in Stereo, the best of the Cars.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, I don't know. I don't know if this is one, and I don't know if we're allowed to pick a best of album, but for me, this
my
was
Slapstick was the
super
best of.
formative. You're right. Thank you, Joe. So the Cars, like, I'm so jealous of you for being in a band that got to cover a Cars song. Because my band would just be like, no, we don't like covers. We don't do covers. We're above that. And then somebody in the band would be like, hey, do you want to cover this? And I'd just be like, yes, please, let's do it. Because I love covers. And it'd be something goofy. Like, we covered The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News on stage. Which sounds like a great idea. Except I have a high voice, so I have to sing low for that, and it sounds off. And here's the other thing, confirmed by listening to Chris DeMakes a podcast, he made it up while he was jogging. Like, I kept telling the people, they're like, why can't you remember the words? And I'm like, it sounds like he just made them up as he was going along. And when you listen to that podcast of him interviewing Huey Lewis, he's kind of like, yeah, I just kind of figured it out while I was jogging, and then we went in the studio. And I'm like, exactly. It's just like, I'm not going to deny his talent. He's good. He's a great singer. He makes it sound like this is a really good singer just kind of improvising. And it's their most popular song. Like, the lyrics are not like, nobody poured over them.
So did you need to put Huey Lewis here at number 3, or are you keeping the Cars?
No, I'm keeping the Cars. I just said I was jealous because you guys covered a Cars song, and my band would never cover a song that I like or can sing in my range. They'll be like, let's cover this Rich Mullins song that is like almost as low as you can sing, Reese.
Right. Let's do some Barry White.
Yeah, do that. So the Cars, like, basically started New Wave. And I love New Wave. It's so, like, they were so good. And so for me and my sister, we would listen to this tape like just nonstop in my dad's car. It never came out of the of the cassette player until it broke, and it was so good. I remember taking it from my dad and putting it in a Walkman and listening to it for like a week straight. So I don't know. It's stupid to put a greatest hits in there at number 3, but I love the Cars, and this greatest hits was my favorite.
All right. I don't have too much to say about the Cars. We covered it, but somebody else, I think Kyle, brought it to the table, and I don't really know the Cars all that much.
Well, you killed it.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
So some would say otherwise, but thank you.
You
Let's
did
see.
what, like just what I needed? I feel like just what I needed. I needed someone to be. So
It was
baby.
fun singing. It was fun singing. But it was just, I just sang it because that was the song we did. I didn't know about the Cars. I wasn't a Cars fan, anything like that. But I ain't knocking it. It's a good song.
Rick Ocasek,
Yeah.
the singer.
Yeah,
he's
he's
like
a
one of the
goofy-looking
greatest
fella.
producers. He
Yeah.
produced Weezer's first 2 albums. No,
Oh, did
the
he?
Blue album. He did the Blue album, then the Green album. So the Blue
Okay.
album, which is my favorite Weezer album, he has recently passed on.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Married
remember
to
that a few years
Paulina
ago.
Porizkova,
Oh.
hottest supermodel of all time.
Ooh. Even more than Kathy Ireland?
That's another episode where we rate supermodels.
Oh, that people will love that. The women that listen to this will really like that. And some of the dudes will be like, meh, 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 meh. All right.
First, number 1, David Beckham.
Yeah.
Okay.
My number 3 is Kings of Leon, Only by the Night.
Wow.
And this is the first album that actually made me think this is a perfect album from beginning to end. Like,
Okay.
it's let me set the mood for you. I don't have a whole lot to talk about with this album other than I love every song, but it's the type of album that when you wake up on like kind of a cool Saturday morning, you make coffee. While you're making it, you put this album on. You don't watch TV. Maybe you're on a vacation, something like that. But you put this album on. It's kind of cool. Not a warm morning, kind of a cool morning. You make that cup of coffee. You just kind of sit there, whether you're looking outside, it's snow falling, whatever the case may be, and you listen to this album. Or reverse it. It's later at night after a hard day. Same thing. Maybe you make some coffee after dinner. You just want to sit and read, and you have this playing in the background. Fantastic album.
Okay. I've never heard it. I've only heard like 3 Kings of Leon songs
Yeah.
and never really given them a chance. So I'm going to do this.
I remember Andy got me. He told me about Kings of Leon when we were still touring, like when their first album came out. And I listened to it and I thought it was absolute garbage. I was like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Then I think they came out with another album. And I thought it was terrible. And then I think they didn't do anything for like a real long time. And a friend of mine was like, hey, have you heard this band Kings of Leon? I was like, dude, I listened to them like 10 years ago and they were crap.
Yeah.
He's like, you got to listen to this album. So we I borrowed a copy, like his CD. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So first song to last song, fantastic.
Okay.
And I love it
gonna
on
check it out.
vinyl. I love it on vinyl with the cracks and the pops. It's fantastic. So what's your number
Okay.
2?
Number 2 for me is another Electric Light Orchestra album. It is the album Time. So it is, I think it came out in 1981. It is when they ditched the symphony sound. I think in recent years, Jeff Lynne has made some newer albums and it has the symphony. But this is all synthesizer. And this, again, like the Cars, like tweaked my wanting to do new wave and like love of synthesizers and stuff. It's, however, like it's like a concept album. So they had done a pseudo concept album before this with the album El Dorado, and then came out with this. They're both phenomenal. Like, they both kind of tell a story. There's kind of hit songs on it. However, like, I think critics like just panned this thing. They didn't think there was any good hits on it, and didn't love it, but it's so good. If you like Brave Saint Saturn, this album is why Brave Saint Saturn happened.
And what's it called?
It's called Time by ELO.
Okay.
It's so, and if you listen to it, you'd be like, oh, that song's on the Brave Saint Saturn album, because there's like 3 songs we covered to put on the albums, because I'm like, this is my influence for this. It's this album. It's so good. But it's just like lyrically really beautiful. The music is really beautiful, and just how it ties together to make a story. I love it.
Yeah.
And super nostalgic for me, because my dad used to listen to it all the time on vinyl.
Oh, nice.
So that's number 2 for me.
Okay. My number 2 is another band, or another album by the Pogues. And it is their first album, which is Red Roses for Me. And the thing that I didn't want to start talking about last time, I wanted to save this little chunk of information for this time when talking about this album, is the thing that I think is so amazing about Shane MacGowan and this band when they started. At the time, in the early 80s, late 70s, there was lots of racism in England against Irish people. And so the Irish were just totally bagged on, and it was a bad thing to be Irish. Well, the awesome thing about Shane MacGowan is he was so punk rock that he loved Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols. He loved the Sex Pistols. But he knew that he couldn't be in a band like the Sex Pistols. So he thought what would be more punk than that is be in a punk band that people hated that culture, but also be an Irish punk band. So not only do people hate you for being Irish, but you're going to bring all the Irish music, the penny whistles, the mandolins, all that stuff. You're going to bring that and come out on stage being an Irish punk band and just have people hate you double. Like even the punks, you know, hated Irish people. And so it was like this huge thing. So that album, and it was something completely different. I mean, really in 2022, it sounds corny talking about it, but if you listen to it with the ears of when that came out in like 1981 or something like that, or 1979, when Red Roses for Me came out, it's like you had the Dubliners, like that was like the Irish band, as you had these old folk guys that would, come to your church and would play this like folky, like hymnal almost type music. Or, some old guy with the white hair would be singing the Irish Rover. And then here comes Shane MacGowan, whose mouth looks like a broken piano. Like he's got a tooth like every other space. Rotten
smoking
gums,
while he's singing.
Smoking, high on heroin, drinking buckets of whiskey, and he comes out and he sings Irish Rover to a room full of 400 youths in England, and he didn't care. He sang all the old, all the old Irish songs and stuff like that, and then they obviously write their own, and then that's where his brilliance and genius of being this Irish poet comes in the way that he can. I mean, like Eminem is a wordsmith, but like you always use the word beautiful, and it's not something that I use a whole lot. But the way that I told you the song that's on the one album, Broad Majestic Shannon, it makes me cry. It's powerful in his lyric, and even here when he's like young and stupid and a dummy, you can hear it in the lyrics, and it's a fantastic album. So my number 2 is Pogue's Red Roses for me.
Okay.
I'm sure you're picking up my dog out here barking, going crazy.
Not at all.
It'll be on the track that you get sent.
No, I heard it.
What's your number 1?
So number 1 for me is
Insiders. Sinner's Songbook.
Is the Insiders Sinner's Songbook, because they finally let me sing in their band.
Right.
I was like, you know what's? This is the same thing I think is wrong with every band, is that I'm not in it, and so finally this happened. So I accepted your band.
What's
it
your
is
true number 1?
It's The Crucified, self-titled.
Okay.
Okay, have you heard it?
No.
Oh my gosh, Joe.
No, I've never heard it.
Okay, it's so good. So The Crucified was like an early Fresno, like late 80s Fresno punk band, Christian band, punk band. They did decent, like kind of like late 80s punk. I don't want to say decent. It was good. Like if you held it up to Black Flag, you'd be like, any day it can hold it. Like they could be up there with Minor Threat and Black Flag at the time. But they were a Christian band, so they didn't get the same attention, I think, that, you know, like other
that was
California
Stavesaker dude, right?
punk band did. Yeah, Mark Solomon.
Yeah.
So The Crucified, when they got signed to some small label, Christian label, but it got distribution. They had become, I think, as Greg Menier, the guitar player, was into metal. Like he was into Slayer and Metallica. So then they became speedcore, which is kind of like a cross between thrash metal and punk. And
like Anthrax.
Yeah, but like this album is better. It's better than any, not production wise. The production sucks. It sounds like they recorded it like on like somebody's friend's 8-track.
Okay.
That's the only problem. Like Tooth and Nail reacquired it and they remixed it, remastered it. It sounds better. It, like, if they could re-record or substitute out the snare sound, it might make it. But like for what it is, it's better than any Metallica album, any Slayer album I've heard, any punk band that came out like in the late 80s. It's so good. It's so just incredible. And Mark Solomon is such a gifted lyricist. It sounds like, dude, it sounds like he drank a whole thing of This Might Not Be Butter and then glass. Like his voice, like the glottal folds of this dude. He's just like, he's got like the most commanding voice, and it's so unique. Plus, like, it's this fast, like speed metal, and he's like, just the words are just flowing out so fast. Plus, for me, it was super nostalgic. Like when I first started getting into metal and punk, this came about and it trumped everything I'd heard. I loved this album so much. They did one more album, and I think they had gone to like a subsidiary of Sparrow or something, so it got way better production. But then, you know, they broke up. They're back together. They do shows every once in a while. So like Jim Chaffin, who's a drummer in The Blamed, he was in The Crucified. Mark Solomon from Stavesacre, Jeff Ballou, who is also in Stavesacre, and he's also been in The Blamed. He did he did like an industrial album for Tooth and Nail. And then you know what? Jeff Ballou wasn't on this album though. He came after. The original bass player left. And then Mark Solomon. It's fucking phenomenal. It's so good.
I queued it up the other day to listen to it. Like, I remember looking through like iTunes and finding the album, and I don't know, for whatever reason, like I don't remember listening to it. I queued it up and maybe then I got busy and had to shut it off. But I know I queued it up the other day and just didn't listen to it.
I mean, so the production sucks, and some of the lyrics are kind of cringy. Like, it's a lot of just like what Christian metal was at the time, which was kind of finger pointing and a little bit judgmental.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm friends with Mark now. He's not like that.
I was terrified of him. Absolutely terrified of him.
He's intimidating. Yeah.
I rode with him from a festival to a hotel, and in a minivan with him. I think it was Nate, me, and Mark Solomon. Not a word was said.
He's intense, dude.
Yeah, Nate and I were like on our best behavior. We were like kids on a field trip, and I mean, we didn't say a word to him. He may think that we were the most jerk people, but he was just too intense. Like, from what we knew of him.
The way he looks, like when he looks at you, it looks like you're in trouble with like the super gym teacher. Like, what did you do? Then when he talks, you look, hey, like his voice, it's like deep in the most commanding voice you've ever heard. And you're just like, dude, fuck, man, what did I do? I'm sorry, sir. Yeah. Yeah,
he looks at you, and when he looks at you, all you can think of in your head is like, what? Like, you want to say out loud, you want to go, what? What did I do? What?
Why am I in trouble?
Yeah. What's wrong? Yeah. It's nuts. All right, so I'll give that album a listen.
All right.
That's
my number one.
My number one, I know people have been waiting with bated breath for me to announce my number one. But I think they already know. I think you guys know. Suicide Machines, Destruction by Definition.
Ah, Joe.
Not only is it the best music, nostalgically, influence-wise, everything, it just plays into who I am. Like, when I think of punk rock, I think of the Suicide Machines on stage in 1997. I think of their outfit, their look, their sound. Like, that was just fun to me. I'll never forget listening to that album. We had a pre-release of that cassette, probably about 2 months before the album actually came out, and it was a clear tape with a red sticker on it, and freaking phenomenal. And that was played nonstop in our van, and then when people kind of got sick of listening to it, I just took the tape, and then I just kept listening to it in my Walkman, and I just love, again, nostalgia, music, look, everything that went with it. I love that album, Destruction by Definition.
I love it, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
I
love that album too. It's like Dookie for Green Day. It got listened to. I had to listen to it so many times against my will that I'm still like, if I listen to it, I'm like, I don't need to listen to this yet. I need to give it some more space. Because it's so good. Everybody I lived with in that house with Five Iron, that's all they listened to.
Oh, heck yeah, it's so good. So good. That was the first album I bought for vinyl. So when I bought a record player a few years ago, and I was like, all right. So just so you know, with kind of what we're talking about here, this is how I buy albums, like vinyl. Because I've had the CDs, I can listen to all this streaming. So in order to allow myself to buy now another copy of the same album that I've bought 2 or 3 times already, I have to have a reason. And my reason is it has to be an album that I can listen to from beginning to end. That's how I buy my vinyl. Because if I'm going to be playing vinyl, I'm going to put the needle down and I'm going to listen to it. And then I'm going to flip it and I'm going to listen to the other side. So this was the first album I bought on vinyl, was Destruction by Definition. And now I've found that you can't find it, or it's the second printing or something like that. And they're somebody's going to look up now and probably prove me wrong. But the last time I checked, it was like $50 for the album. And so I got it when it first came out. I think it was $18 like 3 or 4 years ago when I got the vinyl. So now it's pretty pricey. But yeah, so those are our top 20s, man. So for you guys listening,
What's that?
we're over an hour here. I have dinner ready to go. We're all set. We were supposed to be done at 7, and we're almost at 8 o'clock. So you guys,
All right.
hopefully you've enjoyed our top 20 list, and I'm gonna go eat dinner with my kids, my family.
All right, Joe,
Yes.
send me your lists, and then we'll. Oh, or I'll send you mine, and we can post them on the face page account.
Yeah, send me yours.
Okay, and you send me yours, and I'll put it on Patreon.
Okay.
And then send me your thing tonight, though.
Yes, I will. I'll do that right now.
Okay. Okay.
All right, you guys.
And then,
You
all right.
got to just hear us with our techie talk.
It's called business, people.
Business, you guys. Learn about it.
You could learn
'cause we know
something.
everything about it.
Right.
That's why
Speaking of business, I'm going to let my kids go yell at me and kick me in the business.
do it.
Yeah, it's sweet.
All right, love you, buddy. I'll see you.
Love you too, man. Thanks, Joe. That was so cool.
Yeah, that was good. All right, I'll see you.
For more shows like this one, visit rockcandyrecordings.com.
Hey, one. Call Joe. Jesus Christ. No!
Hey, 1 sec.
Okay.
Let me get this all situated here.
Hello.
Let me get this going.
Hey.
Hey.
Sorry, man.
That's all right. I was trying to do my taxes. I've never done my taxes before, and I obviously screwed them up somehow.
Well, are you using like TurboTax or something?
Yeah, so my buddy normally does them, and I thought this year I'd give him a break and do them myself. And like the amount that it showed that I was getting back was like ridiculous, not right. Like it, because you know that child tax credit that you got monthly?
Yeah.
Well, I opted out of that to not get it monthly and to get it in my tax return. So my tax return isn't showing that like I'm getting that. Like I don't have that I think it's 2,700 is what it is for me.
Yeah.
So it's not showing that, and I'm like, it showed that my federal tax return was $124. And I was like, nope, that ain't right. So I just sent all the stuff to my buddy who normally does it. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I tried to do this. You know, I tried to do this for you so you didn't have to bother with it. And now he's got to bother with it.
Damn it.
Check. Check. 1 2 1 2. Okay.
I was so Amy has done the taxes for a while. Hey, let's clap.
Yeah.
Are you ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. And I have to leave for like 2 minutes in a bit to get a pizza out of the fridge for the kids. Not out of the fridge, out of the oven. I'm brain dead, dude. I think it is the COVID.
Yeah, I'm doing a million things at once here as well. Jeesh.
So Amy used to do our taxes. She would use TurboTax, and she was good at it. Like she enjoyed it. I don't know if she totally enjoyed it, but she was like, yeah, it's, you know, she enjoyed it because you see like real time, like how much money you're getting back. At first, you're like, oh, I owe this much. Oh crap, and then it starts coming in. Problem is, Five Iron Frenzy usually waits until April 14th to send us our tax info. So you're always like panicky. So I have to do it this year, and I'll do the TurboTax, but like I have no idea what I've signed up for.
Yeah, mine like as I was going through, like how you said, it shows in real time like what's going on. So like mine, it was growing. So it's like it started off like you're getting $400 back, and then it was you're getting, you know, $2,700 back.
Sounds
and then by
good.
the time I was done, it said you're getting $124 back, and I was like, "What did I click that was wrong there?" Because that makes no sense.
Yeah. What happened, Grandma? That's what I say. I call the IRS Grandma.
Yeah, I mean, my state taxes for the state of Michigan, those seem right. It's like roughly $500, which is I think usually about what I get back from state.
Yeah.
But my federal, I mean, in the past, I remember getting between like $1,500 and like $3,000.
Yeah.
And then plus on top of that child credit, like I should be getting. So I don't understand what's going on.
Man.
I mean, unless my income put me in like a different tax bracket, but I don't think it should
It's all
have.
this
I
pickle
think I
and
made
boot money you got coming in, Joe.
it is. It's all the pickle and boot money.
I do have to send
it got
you
me
tax information
dripping
for this.
like Uncle Scrooge.
Hang on. I got to get the pizza. I think there is some sort of tax information I have to send you about this because we did make money. $34.
I don't know if. Let me see what's going on here.
Hang on. Let me go get this pizza.
I'm losing you. I keep losing you, and I just did lose you. You just walked out of the room. I don't know what's going on. So there's that. I want to make sure that my iPad here isn't connected to anything. All right, you guys, this is another episode, another little moment in time with Reese Roper and I, where I am by myself. I hear beeping on his end. I don't know what's going on. His thing was freezing up. My computer was hooked to the Wi-Fi, but it wasn't hooked to the normal Wi-Fi. It was hooked to the printer Wi-Fi. So I don't know what's going on there. I had to just switch it to our normal wireless network. And now my phone is being goofy, but I don't know if my phone is being goofy because it's connected to my iPad that I look off for show notes here. I just started doing that. Professional. Humble brag. No big deal. MBD. I'm going to take a swig of water. ASMR. Just sucking down water. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, I'm in Michigan. It is Tuesday night, and we are supposed to get a giant ice storm followed by what experts say is the worst snowstorm in the history of mankind. So apparently we are going to be getting up to 13 to 1,400 feet of snow over the next 2 days. So this might be the last recording ever known of Joe Yerke because the snow may collapse our house underneath this beautiful white blanket. I think of it as like, you know how when you look out at your yard in the winter, I mean, for those of you that live down south, screw you. You don't have to deal with snow. I'm talking to the peeps up here. But if you're where it snows often, it's kind of nice to look out at your dingy yard. It's winter. There's no leaves on the trees. Grass is usually dead. Sticks are on the ground. And it's nice to see just this nice white blanket over everything. Makes everything look beautiful. Except when your house is one of those things that are no longer seen, and people in airplanes that are flying from the south can look down and go, oh, that looks like a beautiful blanket of white. Little do they know, there's hundreds and thousands and thousands of people underneath that blanket of snow, trapped in their house, having to eat all the crap that's in their cupboards that you never touch. You bought it for some reason, but now you don't eat it. You look at it and you're like, why did I buy that? Canned salmon? I don't know what's up with that. Canned salmon.
Joe, I listen to this stuff. You know,
jarred tamales.
What?
What's that?
I listen to this, so you gotta not talk.
Hormel tamales.
What are you talking about?
Reese, I don't know if your phone is connected to something, like if it connected to your computer or something, your laptop.
Doing that shit again?
But the phone keeps freezing.
Oh, the Skype part?
So I don't know if you're going through your Wi-Fi or you're like connected to something else.
How do you get to
because
full
you froze
screen?
up. You done froze up, boy. I can't hear you nor see you.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Uh-oh. Well, peeps. Pickle peeps.
Now can you hear me?
Patronizers.
How about now?
We're all pickle peeps. Whether you're a freebie, whether you're a freeloader,
Yo!
or you're a patronizer.
Can you hear me?
I don't know what's going on with Reese.
I'm here.
Reesifer Heathcliff Roper. I don't know what's going on with him.
Okay.
I have a feeling that the Skype call is about to
Skype
end,
again.
which it just did. Yeah. So, I'm waiting for him to call back, you guys. Sit tight with me here. sit tight with me, and we're gonna figure this out. And then we're gonna give you our last 8 minutes, our last 8 albums. I think our greatest albums of all time. We're up to number 8. Up to number 8. What do you guys think about that? I'm waiting for Reese to give me a call back, and it's not going down here. Oy vey. You guys know what I mean. Oy vey. Mr. Reese Roper is not calling me. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going. There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. My Skype ain't working too well. I don't know what is going on. Let's see if I should call him. There he is.
Dude.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm trying to call you through the computer and it's not going.
Oh.
So weird.
It just got all fidgety like it did a couple times ago. And I think when it was doing it like that, it was... I thought you said something about like your phone was like your phone was running through your computer like Bluetooth or something. I thought that's what you said. Oh.
Hang on.
There, now you're calling me.
Wait, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me try and get it through the computer again.
Okay. You guys, we are so tech savvy. It's not even funny.
That was weird. You hear me?
We are so tech savvy.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. That was weird.
I gotta connect you with my Beats though.
Beats by Dre.
Can you talk? Or you froze up again?
Hey!
Or are you
I'm
sitting
here.
perfectly still?
I'm sitting perfectly still. I'm here. Can you hear me?
It's saying on my end that I have a poor connection. So I think this is what I had last time. I'm going to take it off Wi-Fi and I'm going to go sell.
Joseph?
Let's see.
Hello? Oh, no.
Boo. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, baby. Call me back, son. Call me back,
Go.
son. Call me back. All you gotta do is call me back. You there?
Joe? Pico? Pico, come to Florida?
All right. So I took my phone off Wi-Fi, and I'm just doing cell.
Okay.
So hopefully that does it, because it said I had a poor connection.
Okay. Sounds better.
Okay,
You want
good.
to clap?
Sure.
Okay, 3, 2.
This will be second clap, because I've been recording this whole time talking.
Jeez. All right, you ready?
Uh-oh. Okay,
3.
you locked up for a sec. You keep
I'm
locking up.
3, 2, 1.